Okay, so I'm going to tie up a small Baetis nymph this afternoon. Excuse me. I've got a size 18 grip dry fly nymph hook here, long shank, and I put onto this two 1.5mm tungsten beads. Keep this as slim as I can, this little pattern. So my first thing is to put some spiderweb on. I'm using spiderweb as the tying thread here. I want to keep the tungsten beads about 1mm back from the eye of the hook. Just take my tying thread down to the point where I'm going to tie in the tails. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to flock the tungsten beads. Can't really dub those very easily at all, so I'm just going to use a little bit of tiny bit of super glue. Just a tiny drop of glue and a tiny bit of mole. And literally just cover those. And a small amount of fur. Okay, when it's tied up, that'll probably do it. Next, I'm going to use 3 moose mane fibres. I've just had these in the hair stacker. Quite long fibres these. I'm going to tie these in right at the tip, so worked out my tail length. And I'm going to take my tying thread to the back of the tungsten beads, and I'm actually going to wrap the moose mane as the body. So I want it really slim right down by the tails. These Baetis nymphs, when they're hatching or whatever, they're very, very slim right at the tail. They taper quite substantially, so I'll get up to the behind the bead and go back down again. Not all the way down. Back up to the bead again. One more wrap there. And we'll tie those up. Well, the idea of using a dark fibre like this, the moose mane, is that actually these root around in the stones on the river bottom, where they're not a particularly ready food source. The time that they are ready is when they're actually hatching, and at that time the wing buds are very, very dark. So I've just got a single black dyed goose bite here. I'm going to tie that in just behind the tungsten bead again. That's going to act as the wing buds. Leave a little stub there. Okay, and then for legs, I just have a very small partridge feather prepared in the normal kind of way, where I've just pulled some of the fibres back from the tip, and with the curved side upwards, facing upwards, I'm going to tie that in just behind the bead again. I'll do one turn in just in between the two beads. Okay, and then because this is such a fragile feather, drop of varnish, head cement, whatever. Fold the legs over. Tie down. One loose wrap in there just to hold it. Work out how many legs I'm going to leave. Don't think trout can count. Normally we like 3 on either side, but I don't think that trout can really count. A bit more head cement. Fold over the goose bite. And then just a 2-finger whip finish. One tiny little Baetis nymph. Size 18 with 2 tungsten heads.